Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SmashDaLikeTV. You are hanging with your host, Be Easy, that's for sure. Now, on your way in through the door, don't forget to smash that like button. This is called SmashDaLikeTV, so please smash that like button for me. And if you can also take the opportunity to hit the subscribe and notification bell, I'd appreciate that as well. Now, in the famous words of Scarface, let me roll.
I had a perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. My parents have been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing. I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch. Okay, what's the difference? A woman.
Like, boy, go take your mama then.
Okay, a bad bitch is a person who's just, girl, I'm a bad bitch, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part. Okay. And it's a lot of women who are bad bitches, and I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that, no, baby, but you can't cook. Okay. You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
DMs from y'all sending me this Cam Newton interview. I saw the interview. I hadn't said nothing about it because I think it's foolish that we have to keep having this same tired conversation about the qualities that make a woman of substance. This man said that you need to be able to cook and know when to be quiet. Because that's what his mama did. Like, boy, go take your mama then. Talked about it on Twitter. If y'all want to go check out Twitter, you can stop sending me the article. I saw it. I saw the interview. I said what I had to say on Twitter. Okay, bye.
All right, let's unpack what Cam Newton said and what Kelce's girlfriend, whoever she is, said. You know what I mean? And then after this, we're going to hear from Stephen A. Smith and Molly on the First Take show. We're going to hear how they responded to Cam Newton. But before we do that, let me just respond to what Cam Newton said. I don't know why everybody is upset. Why is everybody frustrated, pissed off, angry, mad? Why is everybody so triggered by what he said? Do y'all realize Cam Newton is speaking about the type of woman that he wants in his life? We all don't want the same type of woman as men. And if you're a female that likes women, all right, we all don't have the same type of preferences, the same type of criteria when we're searching for a mate. So why are we tripping about the type of criteria that he has? Obviously, he has certain preferences like we all do. Now, his preferences, the vision of the type of woman he wants in his life is based on his upbringing. Why are y'all mad about that? Kudos to you, Cam Newton. Shout outs to your parents too. They raised you well, bruh. They raised Cam Newton well. Cam Newton gave his parents the utmost respect. And it's based on the way they carried their relationship and their marriage, which gave Cam Newton the vision of the type of woman he wants. After seeing how his mother been there for his father, seeing how his father have been there for his mother, he respects their marriage, the relationship that they have. And obviously what Cam Newton is saying, it's a challenge for him, as he searched for the woman that he wants, because he's holding whoever he meets to a high standard, and that standard is his mother. Are y'all kidding me? And then you have Travis Kelce's girlfriend, ratchet at the core. Because why are you even worrying about the preferences of another man? Don't you already have an intimate partner, Miss Miss Kelce, because I'm not sure if she's married to him or not, but you know, that's his woman. So Miss Kelce, why are you in your DMs worrying about what's being sent to you in your DMs about Cam Newton? That man is talking about the type of woman he wants. Aren't you taken? He darn sure don't want you. And at this point, after probably seeing how you just expose yourself to the masses, worrying about another man when you already have one, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want you either. And I hope you don't get mad about that. Trust me, I'm nobody, so what I'm saying, you probably don't care. But since you went out there and disrespected Cam Newton, called him a boy when he's a grown man, and then you're going to tell him to go be with his mother. How many people agree with what she said? Everybody's so pissed off about what Cam Newton said, right? What about Travis Kelce's woman? She told Cam Newton to go be with his mother because he have a profound respect for the qualities that his mother have, so much so that he would like to find those similar qualities in a woman that he wants to spend the rest of his life with, because he saw how those qualities benefited his own father. That's beautiful. And a woman such as Travis Kelce's girl can't even see the beauty in that. She can't even see that Cam Newton is the son of his parents, and he has a profound respect for the upbringing that his parents gave him, so much so that he holds his mother in a high regard, to the point where when he interacts with women out here, he's looking to find the qualities that made his mother who she is as a woman and a wife to his father. That's beautiful. So what is everybody so upset about? Because he has certain preferences that he wants in a woman. Hey, Travis Kelce, girl, or Miss Kelce, I should say, stay out your DMs and go cater to Mr. Kelce. You don't like that I said that? There's a lot of women out here that like to cater to their men. There's women out here that agrees with Cam Newton, that fits what Cam Newton is looking for. Cam Newton will find her because they're out there. You know, not every chick wants to be savage, wants to be ratchet, wants to be toxic. Do you realize they have shirts, they have hats, they have all that? I'm toxic, so what? I'm savage, deal with it. I'm ratchet, you gotta accept me for who I am. All right, cool. We don't have to. We have preferences as men. And that's what Cam Newton clearly explained on the podcast that everybody got a chance, or most people got a chance to check out. So Travis Kelce, tell me, sir, and I don't expect you to respond to me. I'm nobody. When in the grand scheme of things, I'm nobody. But is that girl talking to you like that? She called Cam a boy. Do y'all realize her response? She called, boy, go be with your mom then. Boy, that's a grown man who gave his parents the utmost respect for bringing him up in a way that he appreciates. He appreciates the type of relationship his parents had in their marriage. So much so that his search for a woman is based on the type of woman that his mother was. That is profound to a person like me. I give you nothing but respect, Cam Newton. And you, miss, you young lady, because see, I ain't going to call you out your name like you call Cam Newton out his name. I ain't going to call you out your name. But you were very disrespectful, miss. And Travis Kelce, I hope she don't use a tongue like that with you, bruh. Because I feel sorry for you. She's involved in Cam Newton business and she shouldn't be. Where's her attention span? Why is she worrying about the type of woman that Cam Newton wants? Huh, Travis? I gotta ask you, bro. I mean, man. Why is she so triggered, Travis? Why is she so upset? She's upset because Cam Newton values his mother so much that he wants those same qualities, at least similar qualities, in a female. That's nothing but the utmost respect for your mother. And he's basically saying, I don't want anything different out here. Now, I broke down what Cam Newton said, and then I entertained what Travis Kelce's girlfriend said. So now we're going to hear from Stephen A. Snitch and Molly Karam from First Take. They pretty much gave their opinion and perspective on what Cam Newton said. So we'll listen to them dissect it. I wasn't a big fan of the take when I first heard it. I'm still not a fan of it, but who am I? In the grand scheme of things, they're human beings. They have a right to their opinion and perspective, and they gave it to us. So why don't we check it out?
NFL free agent quarterback Cam Newton came under fire on social media after making comments about how he believes women should act while appearing on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast on Sunday, saying, quote, "Now a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs," right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of, I'm a boss bee, I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, but you can't cook. You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to lead, how to allow a man to lead. Okay, let's take a moment and unpack this. Stephen A.
Hell with
Smith,
that.
your reaction.
No.
Go ahead.
One of those moments.
Go ahead.
Hell with me.
No, go ahead.
What you got
Go
to
ahead.
say?
No, I want you to go. I want you to go ahead. I want you to go ahead.
You notice I'm the only man here, right?
Yeah.
All the men ran.
Because I want to first to know, everyone else was scared to touch this subject. No, in all seriousness,
Right.
That's why I respect you, because you don't shy away from anything. And you'll take the heat when it comes.
Let me say this. It's a couple of things. The first order of business, I want to tell a little fun story.
Okay.
I got a brother, we call him Money Mark.
Mm-hmm.
He knows who he is. It's my brother. You know, I love you, bro. And here's the deal. One of my childhood buddies had gotten into an argument with his wife, and it was all of us around. This happened like 3 years ago or so.
Yeah.
And we were all hanging out at a spot in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And one of my childhood buddies had gotten into an argument with his wife, and F that, I ain't taking this, blah, blah, sticking out his chest, just going off, right?
Yeah.
And he was telling us some of the things that he was saying while he was going off to her. And my boy Money Mark said, "You can't talk to a woman like that. You can't sit up there and talk out of your mouth and have that kind of attitude and be all disrespectful and then have your hand out for the electric bill. You can't do that." And all of us just rolled laughing.
Fell out.
Because in a bigger way, it's a bigger point. And it's something that Cam Newton missed along the way. You can talk about the role that you want to play. You want a woman to play in your life. But guess what? What about the role you play? What about the level of inspiration and motivation that you give her to be all you want her to be? What about the fact that she has the choice to be what she wants to be? And the choices that she made was why you wanted her to begin with. That's what he's missing in all of this. You don't talk about a woman in the fashion that he just articulated. There's nothing wrong if you are a man. I want to play this role. I want my woman to play this role. But it's co-signing. It's a partnership. Everybody, whatever role, but you got some women, okay, you might know how to cook, you might know how to throw down. Some women don't want to cook. She wants you to cook. And you the better cook than her. But guess what? She brings other things to the table. You You make sure you make these kind of discussions and you make these kind of judgment calls. That's how you find what's best for you. What's best for you isn't necessarily applicable to every man. And when you hear somebody like Cam Newton say the things that he said, here's what I think he missed. Everyone knows that Cecil Newton, Cam Newton's father, has a profound impact on his life. He is a good man by all accounts from people who meet him, talk about him, etc., right? When Cam Newton makes a statement like this, he has a mother who's been married to his father for many, many years, and one would deduce, you must have saw your mother play a role. Well, guess what? The role that she's played in his life is because of the role he's played in hers. The same man that you admire, that woman has been his rock, his iron. She's been by his side.
But he could have said those qualities. He could have said loyalty, loving, talk by his side through the thick and the thin. But he went straight to the antiquated stereotype.
Antiquated stereotype, which a lot of men have.
Hold up, pause. See, this is why I had to do a reaction to what's going on with this situation with Cam Newton. I can't stand ignorance. So did Molly and Stephen A. Snitch just sit there and say, well, Molly actually said it. Why couldn't he just say the qualities of the good qualities of his mother that he appreciated and that he wanted to see in women? Why did he have to go for the antiquated viewpoint? Hold on, Molly. First and foremost, he wasn't really like, see, this is what people are missing. Cam Newton, in his description of what he wants as a woman, he was also explaining kind of some of the interactions he's having with women. Like in his search for the woman of his dreams, he's obviously going through a lot of interactions with other women. And through those interactions, he's noticing that some of these women are claiming they boss chicks, claiming this, claiming that. And what he's saying is, well, no. You're not what you're saying you are. Hey, number one, a man has a right to explain to another man or other men or anybody for that matter what his interactions are with women, his perceptions of those interactions, and moving forward, the type of qualities and characteristics that he wants in a prospective wife. You know, like, come on, man. What are we talking about here? Man, all right, let's go back to the segment, man. I just wanted to pause that real quick because what are they talking about? Come on, let's go.
And the real problem that a lot of women, the point that you're talking about is, dude, I've never been married. I didn't want to be married. That might change later. But
hey, now.
You know, the point that I'm making is that it's by choice. Because obviously I could have a wife if I wanted to. Yeah. I've just been blessed in that regard. But here's the point. In the end, what it comes down to is this. You don't disrespect the woman by sitting there and talking about them like that. Yeah. And then generalizing that way. Now, some people look and they'll say, Stephen A., you've had your issues in the past where you said this, when, you know, Steph Curry, Aisha Curry from years ago. I will remind people, I wasn't talking about gender. I'm talking about the role somebody plays. If somebody's in the public eye and you're not in the public eye, be careful about what you say because it could be a reflection on them. Same with Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. Mm-hmm. You know, that's all. But I misspoke.
Yeah, and you learn from it.
And you learn from it and you go forward.
Exactly.
The point that I'm making is that in the end, if you're Cam Newton, just in 2017, you said it was funny when a female reporter asked you about running routes and literally said, it's funny that a female is asking about running routes as if she had no place covering football. That same reporter you were talking about back then, formerly of the Charlotte Observer, is now working for The Athletic. She's covered the Rams in the Super Bowl. She's won awards. She's doing a lot of things, as they wrote about this morning in the Charlotte Observer. I'm just saying that if you're Cam Newton, who by all accounts is a good brother, a contributor, very philanthropic, a contributor to the community, great with kids, good person, and stuff like that. When you come across this antiquated and you were guilty of that in 2017 and you follow that up 5 years later in 2022, what you have shown is that you haven't evolved, you haven't educated yourself, you haven't changed, and you're not appreciating women the way that you do. As a black man who was raised by 5 women, including the greatest woman that I've ever known, which is my mother, I believe The greatest man on earth is the man that has the right woman by his side. No matter what we achieve as men, I'm telling you right now, I have been very, very blessed and fortunate to achieve a lot of things that I have achieved. I haven't scratched the surface of my potential yet as far as I'm concerned, because I'm not married.
Yeah.
The second that you know without a shadow of a doubt that you have the right woman by
you're
your
stronger
side,
together. You're better
your
together. That's the
potential
goal.
elevates exponentially.
Yeah.
And Cam Newton doesn't seem to know that yet. It's not a reason to excoriate him.
Yeah.
It's a reason actually to feel sad and say, brother, we want to help you get over to this place because right now you are as antiquated as it comes.
Exactly. That's the word I would use. Disrespectful, antiquated. And the other thing I'll say is he's a free agent, so it's also ill-advised if you're trying to get paid as well. Those aren't the kind of comments that you want to make.
I will say this, though. I don't believe that that's a cause for an NFL team to say he shouldn't be playing football for.
Now, this is probably one of the few times that I'm going to give Stephen A. Snitch some credit, because he did shut Molly down just now. And you know, what's funny is he shut her down about something that he always does, which makes them hypocritical anyway. They're always spewing hypocrisy on this show. It's just hilarious. But as you see, Molly Karam tried to insert her opinion that Cam Newton's pockets should be impacted because he expressed to other men how the impact of his mother's relationship with his father gave him the vision of the type of woman he wanted in his life. All right? Because of that, and he expressed that he shouldn't get a job in the NFL. He should be concerned about the statements he made in the bag. Now, this is where I'm going to give Stephen A. Snitch credit, because he went right in and said, well, hold on, Molly. I don't think we should go to that extent, pretty much. That we shouldn't really hold him accountable in that regard, where he can't make his money doing the thing that he loves to do the most, which is play football. Now, Molly, why are you trying to mess up the bag, Molly? Because he has a viewpoint of a woman that he wants in his life. And that viewpoint is based on the qualities and characteristics of his mother. And Stephen A., I'm surprised that you even shut her down and pretty much told her, let's not go that far to try to tamper with the man's bank account. Because normally, Stephen A., you're always after athletes, and primarily the African-American athletes or black athletes. You're always trying to mess up their bag, i.e. Kyrie Irving. You can't keep Kyrie Irving's name out your mouth because he chose not to get vaccinated. But you have a person like Aaron Rodgers who lied to people about being immunized. And I don't think you mentioned anything about trying to mess up his bag, man. And he's a liar. So you respect liars over truth tellers, huh, Stephen A.? It's a weirdo. All right, let's continue on with this video.
Excited about it, though.
I know they're not. No, I know you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I don't think that. I think his 0-5 record as a starter last season, the fact that he got benched for Sam Darnold, the fact that he hasn't been himself in the last several years, I think that's the reason he shouldn't be a starting quarterback in the National Football League rather than this. All
right, Stephen A., you stood up. Finally got a backbone, even though you're hypocritical with its backbone, but at least you got up there, because you, at the end of the day, Stephen A., you know you're going to get trashed by the men. All right, because all Cam Newton did was express the type of woman he was, and that's based on his mother and the relationship that his parents had in their marriage. You's a weirdo, Stephen A., but I give you a little credit for being hypocritical. You had to be hypocritical in this instance, bruh. There's no way you could have continued on and agree with Molly that Cam Newton bag should be messed up for them statements. You're right. If his bags gets messed up, it should be because of the 0-5 start, getting benched for Sam Darnold, all those things. I agree with you on that. But it shouldn't have nothing to do with his viewpoint of the type of woman he wants in his life. So even though you were being hypocritical, I appreciate you for getting a backbone and at least being hypocritical in that regard. You get some props for that, bro. But that's about it, man.
But again, I got love for the brother. I respect him. But women, the power of women.
Yep.
I cannot say this enough. Even the Bible says, the man who finds a wife finds a good thing.
No, finds treasure.
Finds treasure.
That's what it is, finds a treasure. And this is just one thing I want to say really quickly, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn.
Hold on, pause again. Did she say she don't want to toot her own horn? Molly, what make you think you in a position to do that? Didn't Jalen Rose divorce? Didn't he send you back to the streets? Didn't Jalen Rose divorce you, Molly? Toot your own horn? That brother divorced you. You ain't divorced Jalen Rose. I don't think you should be taking the position to toot your horn, and you should darn sure not be in the position to speak on Cam Newton and the type of woman he wants. Why don't you try to be the woman that you need to be for a husband? Jalen Rose divorced you. You sitting here talking about I don't want to toot my own horn. All right, that was my rant, y'all. Look, man, she irking. Now I see why Jalen Rose divorced her. She irking.
Bothered me a little bit is why do you have to be one or the other? Why do you have to put someone in the box? Like, I went to church on Sunday. I cooked dinner last night. I got dressed up, the full glam. I'm hosting a show and making a paycheck now. Why can't you be all things? Why does it have to be like the bad bee that goes out and gets the money, and then the woman I can also do laundry, this and that? And that's my choice, because I want to be able to cook. I want to be able to take care of home, and I also really care about my career. So it's why are you putting us in a box? Why is it either or? I'm blue collar and white collar.
That's why you volunteer. Because you blue collar and white collar, because I trust you me. Most men want both.
Yeah.
Want it all.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
We don't want you to be limited, ladies. We want bring all you got.
And guess
it
what?
Benefits us.
Hey, you guys bring all you got too.
That's right.
Bring it all too. The blue collar, white collar. All right, bring the A game.
I like that.
We'll leave it there. Hey, appreciate the dialogue. Appreciate you not shying away as always.
All right, before I get out of here, y'all, before I conclude this video, I just want to say that what you just heard was from a woman that couldn't keep her husband in Jalen Rose, and from a man that's never had a wife before and never been married. This is the direction that society is going in, where we have a woman that couldn't keep a husband. Molly Karen was recently divorced by Jalen Rose. You have Stephen A. Smith, who says he can have a wife if he wants, but he don't have one. They're the ones that's criticizing Cam Newton. This is what we've come to. This is where we're at in society. So I'm going to tell you like this, Cam Newton. I don't believe the hype, bruh. I'm not one of these individuals that's looking at it from Molly's point of view, or Stephen A. Snitch's point of view, or anybody's point of view that's similar to theirs. I respect you, Cam. I respect your parents. And I respect you for having the profound respect for your parents that you have. And I'm going to also say this to you, Cam Newton. The same way you regard your mother is the same way I regard my mother. I have a high regard for my mother. I love my mother to death. Personally, I don't think there's any better mother in the world. The characteristics of my mother, the qualities, the type of personality that my mother has, I'm fond of it. I'm fond of it. And I just want to say that when we as a society criticize a man because his vision of a woman is similar to his mother, we've lost our way. We've really lost our way. But peace, man. I'm out of here. I got some things I got to take care of. I just wanted to drop my little 2 cents, man, because I just don't like the way they talking about Cam Newton. And when I went to take a look at what he said, and then you got Travis Kelce's girlfriend, man, spewing a bunch of nonsense when she's in her own situation with Travis. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I can guarantee you, Travis Kelce could not go to his girl and ask her why she's sticking her nose in Cam Newton business. Because at that point, Kelce is going to be considered toxic. because he's putting a legitimate concern on the table. Why is his girl worrying about Cam Newton and the type of women that Cam Newton want? Why? But I'll say that for another video. I'll get into that in another video. But I'm out of here like Vladimir. Hope y'all enjoyed. I want to thank everyone for taking the opportunity to watch the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. On your way out the door, don't forget to smash that like button. This is called SmashDaLikeTV, so please smash that like button for me. And I'd appreciate it if you would take the time to share the video through the many social media outlets you may have. And make sure you hit the subscribe before you take the next ride. I'm out of here like Vladimir. Peace.